Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Endless Legend Inferno, playing as the Kapaku. In the last video, we finished off the necrophages and took over all their territory. Now, of course, this does reduce my empire approval value significantly from these conquered cities, which are currently in rebellion, which means we get practically no food or industry. Honestly, I think that, in those kind of cases, maybe you should just focus on either dust or science. You're not going to get a lot of value out of your citizens working here anyway. So at least until they get their act together, which will just take a few turns, maybe you don't worry about it. Alright, let's see. Anything else we're worried about? So they are proposing a truce, but they're dead. Now, one thing we could have done is actually left them with one city and truced out, and take as much technology as they can give me just to save some time, but... who wants a min-max like that? Besides, then the Alai might just sweep in and kill him. I don't want the Alai to get the kill. It's my kill. Freaking kill-stealing Alai. Alright, Dust Eclipse is over. Goody! So we have a pretty sizable army now at this stage of the game. The end of the Dust Eclipse has happened, so... What is going on the altar of Auriga? Oh, we have a new quest as well. The leader of the Silix worries that explorers who went in search of the rare elements needed to grow their finest crystals have been missing for several seasons. They were last sighted at ruins in a neighboring region, but since then the trail has gone cold. He offers a reward if you can help learn what happened. Equipped with 2 Harmonite units, inspect some ruins... somewhere. He's upset about pearls. I don't think I took your pearls. And Green is mad at me because I conquered things. Yes, that did happen. Okay. Upcoming winter effects. So we could spend some prayers to try to change up the value. 30% major faction unit production, but reduced minor faction unit production. That's not a big deal, because then we could just start training up some Harmonites instead. Not a biggie. No upkeep from hero infiltrated in city? That's spy stuff. We're not going to do that. And then weaken cavalry. Now, this would be really nice to use against the Alai, if I wanted to spend the pearls. Alternatively, though, there's the Chapel of Auriga, which, if we spend 10 pearls and build this thing, we get extra population per pacified village. That's pretty solid. Let's see. A river can get you extra production during winter. We don't really have a lot of rivers. We don't need to make accessories or armor out of pearls. I do think I want to unlock the Chapel of Auriga. That's pretty good. Extra population's always nice, so let's go ahead and do that. That should give me the option over here now to build the chapel, and I think that this will result in an extra 3 population, if I'm understanding correctly. Per populated village, I mean, that seems pretty awesome. Does not apply to destroyed and converted villages, so this only really works if you fulfilled quests. So this might actually only be worth 2 because the necrophage just killed another one. Maybe? I'm not especially sure. Alright, so we do want to go to this. It's in this region, so this right here. If we can train up 2 Harmonite units, we can go get some wine. That is within the realm of possibility. I might do that. 6 turns, we'll have an empire plan. We're going to want to have a lot of influence. Population has grown. We actually can simulate what we'd be looking at for our empire plan. For example, if I no longer care as much about attack, and instead wanted to focus on these things, we know that we would need like 590 influence. Extra science on districts, trade routes, military upkeep, movement on units. Yeah, there's a lot of things we can do. I still kind of like the approval. It's been helpful so far. We could focus on buildings, or I could continue focusing on stronger units, and we can try to turn this into a conquest war against the Alai for 980 influence in 6 turns. Which would mean that we need another 390 influence in the next 6 turns. Currently, we're making 29. That is obviously not going to cut it. So that tells me we'd have to go ahead and start producing a lot more influence, if that's what we want. And the extra attack value definitely made it a lot easier to win that war. So I'm very tempted to do exactly that. Except we're already building things I need there. You guys are working on dust. We could significantly improve my influence production if we do this. The thing is, we're not really focused on influence in this game. I mean, maybe we should be, what we're not. Instead, we have been we didn't get the Empire, Glory of Empire, there it is. That's what I'm trying to think of. We didn't get the Glory of Empire, we don't have a lot of extra influence per citizen. This stuff would work, the Public Works would help as well. Costs Adamantium and Palladium. It's not bad, actually. This might be something worth picking up just so we'll be able to get more powerful influence plans in the future. Empire plans. Gosh, I can't talk today. I'm sorry. All right, so these units over here are looking pretty happy. Why don't we send them up into volcanic territory so that we can regenerate our health? And this army over here can do something similar in this region. Yeah, I do think that we want to go and kill the Alayi. While we have what appears to be a pretty nice technological advantage. Especially since I have so freaking much adamantium. Good lord. We got a lot in that dust eclipse, didn't we? Alright, are we building anything important over here? Answer is yes. So the conquered cities we probably should... Well, actually, hang on. They're still rebellious. I guess the recently conquered cities can give me some influence instead. Now, these guys are only unhappy. But we could just have them do influence since we're not getting full value anyway. That would get me 63. That would be a pretty sizable amount. Yeah, we can do that. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's move on. Yep. Absolutely. 2 more turns, or actually, yeah, 2 more turns and we can get the Coney Writing School and continue our faction quest. We have not earned 2,000 influence from the beginning of the game, so we do not get negotiation tactics, which gives extra trade route bonus from trade routes. It's pretty helpful for factions that are heavily reliant on dust, but that is not us as of right now. All right, you guys are fine where you are. So you're going to finish up the dust refinery and the palladium extractor. Let's have you do a Chapel of Auriga. Spend those pearls. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I am noticing we have a few luxury items that we could be trying to extract. Namely, Titan Bones. We have a couple of those in my empire. We have some wine down here and the potential of getting more a little bit later. That's pretty good. Have some gold that I haven't been messing with. Blood crystals are now a thing. We have some dyes, which results in extra influence. Obviously not too bad. Like, there's a lot of luxury resources that we can access. Even more gold over here. Not that gold's that good. It's one of the weakest ones, unless you're playing the Broken Lords. Which we are not. So I'm not super worried about it at this moment, but yeah, I think it's time to start changing up my research. Bread and circuses will make it a lot easier to maintain my empire approval. So I kind of do want to go for the uncommon armor right now, because we could get some really nice accessories for my heroes to better lead armies and govern the cities. And then in Tier 4, I'll probably try to go for an upgrade to Palladian weapons, maybe not. I see Mithrite and Hyperium. There's the Tier 2 Palladium and Adamantium weapons. That's a bit awkward. It's all the way in Era 5. We've done really well without it thus far, but I still want to get this, and then afterwards I think we go for some basic extractor tech. Let's make sure we get these luxuries and start maxing out some bonuses. So this does improve my empire approval quite a bit. Now we're up to happy, which means we're getting extra dust and science. Obviously quite good for us. And population's growing. I don't care. Do you guys need a retrofit? No, you're looking fine. Are we training up any more units that I should pick up? We have some Stone Sentinels right here. So we'll send these guys to go join the army. You guys have some Stone Sentinels. Go join the army. That's 2 6-stack armies, both with heroes ready to go. You, we probably should be equipping. We didn't do that last time. We could go for the 37, which is a nice crossbow. It's actually really quite good. Compare that to, let's say, a Titanium Tier 2, 27 attack, 2 initiative, 18 damage. 18 attack, 20 initiative, 20 damage, and percentage-based. I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah, we might as well, right? If we've got a quest thing, let's do it. We could go for Ghost Force. I don't think we need to do that. Better shield would probably be wise. I don't know if we need to go for a Tier 2 shield when the Tier 3 gives better stacking bonuses over here, so let's not worry about that. Tier 3 armor should be good, and movement and defense. I don't need Ghost Force, so we're not going to worry about it. Let's just spend some dust. Boom. Okay, so my armies now are ready to go. We're paying barely any upkeep. We have some good cavalry. We have some good infantry. I mean, do we just declare the war and say, let's freaking do it? Let's go? Or do I want to go... Actually, wait. They're good, but have I upgraded them to Cavalry Slayer? Yes, that's still on my cavalry. What about my infantry? Are you Range Slayer right now? Answer's no. Okay, so that's a change we want to make. We can change these guys out for Range Slayer. Nothing else really needs to change, so let's do this. And can I retrofit you guys for free? Answer is yes. So let's retrofit all of them. And now we have an incredibly good range-slaying army. What I don't have is a lot of Cavalry Slayer. Do you have Cavalry Slayer? You have Stun. I think switching you out for Cavalry Slayer might be worth it. Yeah, we're going to do exactly that. And then we're going to get you... I can't afford any range defense. Let's just do that for now. It doesn't cost me anything because he already had a titanium weapon, so that's fine. Alright, next turn. Up over here, I do think we need to start building up some ships. And in between videos, I went to my new fire ships, and I did create a new template for these guys. So right now, they have Endless Flames, which gives better attack and defense. Mainly, it gives an advantage, or a special ability, that does, 1, 50% damage to the target and then opponents next to the targets. And then also causes the targets to lose health every round, because they're burning. We also picked up a trinket for Fomorian Slayer, so we do an extra 30% damage to Fomorians, which are the main enemy we're going to fight until the other factions conquer the seas. A little bit of extra initiative so we can go first, and then some life and defense. It's going to cost me a bit of titanium and glass steel to build these things. Oh, good, we finished our quest. Let's move on. Deep Divisions risk spilling into civil war over the rights of Auriga's other races. I must learn why the Endless sent us here. Fast. We get pixie blood. Now, we have to get a new objective for the school to function, make sure we have mounts for riders, research the Golem Rider units already done, which means we will get Hakuawai, who is a new hero in just a moment. There it is. Boom! Now we have a hero. Hooray! Free heroes are good. I have my champion. From the Coney School, I have selected Hakuawai to be my second set of eyes and ears on Auriga. Peerless as a rider, fighter, and tracker, she is equally as skilled in the diplomatic arts. I have faith she will discover this world's secrets. Time is short, though. A rift in our society grows daily. Quest step level 5. From the Journal of Custodian Actel. What in this world that the Endless has... Wait, what is this world that the Endless have delivered us to? I can't read either. We have expected seasons. Even on a world of rock and lava, we measured our lives against the shifting weather. Ash blizzards through the depths of winter, lava storms at the height of summer. We marked events and celebrations by these shifts, not least among them the annual meeting of the Magma Council when summer's meteors burn on the night sky. Auriga, though? Auriga's seasons are deranged. Yes, there are summers and winters here, but they are chaotic. Their arrival in length no more predictable than Overseer Lois's moods. The long nights of twilight unsettle us too, when the world becomes cloaked in darkness and the dust sparkles and shimmers. We know it is bound to the movement of the planet's moons. We can even anticipate its arrival, for the Endless have taught us as much, but its mechanisms is frustratingly opaque. But I'm merely dancing around the worst issue. Auriga's winters are growing longer. Every season the winters grow worse, the winds more biting, the snows deeper. Each time the thaws come later and later. A growing fear spreads like a disease among the Kapaku. We fear one day, Auriga will become nothing more than an icy crypt for all its denizens. All our misadventures frozen for time immemorial in its snowy wastes. Did the Endless send us to a doomed world? And if so, for what reason? I dare not ask Overseer Lois bluntly, for fear of arousing its rage. But the question remains, a burning coal in my mind during the long nights. Perhaps Auriga is experiencing some growing cataclysms, it suggests. All the more reason to fight harder. Alois's patience with us wears thinner by the day. It spends more and more time secluded with Custodian Tua, plotting. I will send my champion into the political fray, and pray she can use all her wits to uncover the truth. I fear we are on the brink of civil war, and worse, annihilation. Begin Hakuawai's mission by assigning her as a governor for 6 turns, and we'll get 30 gold as a result. Okay. We can do things like that. Where do I want to place her, though? Over here, maybe? Different city? We could try improving happiness and stuff. I mean, I don't know. Let's put her over here for now, in one of my relatively good cities. We now have 5 heroes, by the way. Upkeep of 20 dust per turn. Ouch. What is she good at? Let's see. She has Army Attack Boost 2. Fast Learner, so she gains XP quickly. Spying. That's all. Everyone has spying. So she's not that special. She doesn't really have anything going for her. That's fine. We'll let her just kind of level up naturally as a governor. Do you have any points? You have 3, actually. We could do some stuff. Some of this gets interesting. Extra approval for city center and expansions on volcanic terrain. Science. Reductions of dust costs. Resource on strategic resource deposit. That can be good, especially in conjunction with my Silix. More attack on units during a dust eclipse. I mean, do I want to make her into another leader, though? She's also a cavalry leader, which is pretty good. The extra morale on units will be very nice. We are going to need her as a general at some point. I know that for a fact. That is a requirement for the quests, the faction quests. So we're going to go ahead and just prep for her to be a general. So for now, she's not going to do much, but oh well. Looks like none of our cities are idle, so let's go ahead and move on. So, do we start moving now against the Alai, or do we wait until I finish Uncommon Armor so I can get some extra pendants on my heroes and improve my armies? I think we do that. So we stay in retrofit territory, but let's go ahead and start moving my troops in position to attack along the road. Hello, pearls. I'd love nothing better than to steal those, but we're not going to get the option for a little bit. This dust refinery will be done soon. Could go for a chapel, but I think it only gets me 1 extra population. It's still good, but would it be better to start working on some burrows so we can get out to the ocean? And then the capital city can start building ships as well. I do kind of like that idea. Now, keep in mind we're going to be messing up our approval a little bit, but we do already have the chapel. If I need more approval, I can build 1 more burrow street. But we're at fervent right now, so I think I'm pretty comfortable doing that in my capital city. So we're not going to worry about it. Okay, everything else here is looking good. Central market would be nice. Can I start building out? Well, first off, we also need a golem camp. We need a glass steel extractor down over here. Titanium extractor up here. Golem camps. Haven't really thought much about where I'd want to place things like that. Worry about that later. What I really want are fire ships. Those would cost me 863 dust to buy out. In 2 turns, by the way, we're going to have our next Empire plan. Making 63... We needed, what was it, 980? Yeah. So we're not going to have 980 quite yet. We would need to invest a bit more in influence. I would say that the Chapel of Auriga is not a very high priority, although it is nice, so let's just focus on getting a lot of influence for now, in preparation for a really solid Empire plan that will make it easier to kill the Alai. Oh, it's winter, okay. Well, that means that they're not going to be very defensive, but they're going to be very offensive, because they're now in dark form. Always a little bit scary. Okay. Slightly improved units. Nothing new happening down here. Honestly, we're just kind of sitting and waiting, so let's move on to the next turn. Yeah, I can go around picking up pearls. But I'll do that later while we have peace, because I'll conquer the entire freaking continent for myself. Alright, there's uncommon armor. Good. Next is the reaping station. Empty construction crew thing over here. So now we should be able to build ships. Let's go ahead and build my burrow. I don't need it right now. The chapel is quite good. I think I want some fire ships. Build a couple. We're going to start hitting into the ocean. That's what we're going to do. Okay, we do now have enough influence by only an extra 30. So extra approval, better attack on my units. I don't really care about the military upkeep, though it is nice. And we're not going to go for the building production. We're just going to go for cities still. Well, here's the thing, right? I actually would like to go for building production and not units. But we'd have to lose 30% attack in order to do it. Kind of depends. Am I okay with that? No, I really want the 30% attack. It means I can win this war very resoundingly, which puts me in a good position, so I'd rather just do that. Okay, let's go to my units. We can take a look at some of the changes in our accessories. So, group cohesion right here would give us extra morale per adjacent friendly unit. Pretty nice. A Palladian talisman for retaliation, extra damage when counterattacking. Fast learner, XP gains, I don't care about that. City breaker, fortification damage, better siege. Improved defense, 25% defense is pretty nice. Or just improved attack, 25% attack. Like, see, some of these trinkets can become really good. For my cavalry, I guess I'm good with improved attack. That's pretty strong. So I'm okay with doing that and getting less range defense on you guys. For my stone sentinels, we could trade this out for the improved defense and make my infantry really tanky. There is armor as well, by the way, and yeah, you get a lot of stats from that. It's pretty strong, but mainly what I need to worry about are my heroes. So let's go to you. Oop, excuse me. Let's go to you. We want to equip some talismans. So this has infiltration action, don't care. This has group cohesion. It's good, but it's only for the unit. For the hero itself, I'd rather have army boosts. So for example, the army attack boost is pretty good. I like to do that. Army defense boost would be solid too. Yeah, it's just a 5% boost, but it adds up. No, wait. Wait, 5 defense and 15% defense. There we go. That's much better. Alright, so those are done. Fast learner doesn't matter. Some of the governor stuff you can see here is nice. Extra food per citizen. Extra industry per citizen. Like, that's solid. Retaliation. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Improved attack, improved defense. Just make my heroes better. City breaker. I mean, that doesn't matter as much. I'd rather just do this. Let's make sure my leaders are getting some extra bonuses for all my troops. You probably don't need the range defense quite as much. So let's get rid of that. Add on the army defense. Did we already have army attack? We did actually already have army attack. So we don't need that. Well, in that case, then yeah, I guess you can go ahead and have the range defense. Cost me 11 adamantium to place this on the hero, but that's okay. Money well spent. Alright, are we ready to declare war? Wait, do I even have enough influence to declare war? I just realized. Nope, we need 94. Well, crud. We're making 88 per turn. Let's switch these guys back over to something else. What do you need to build? Could build another watchtower, but I think I'm going to expand the city. I don't see a lot of anomalies that I need. We can build one right here. There's Black Earth right here. Until it's volcanic, it doesn't help me that much, but still, it's okay. Let's see. If we move you here, we'll still have enough influence to declare the war. So we're going to focus on building out the right-of-way and stuff like that. Just kind of build the city back up. Everything else here looks okay. We can actually go ahead and get the negative effects on winter reduced. So my capital city now has no negative impact from the winter, which is quite good. We're still growing at a pretty substantial rate. I think if we place here, we'll get extra... I think if we place right here, we'd get extra industry. Also fix some approval issues, or if we build over here, it does the same deal. We'll build a borough street over there. We'll upgrade both the Museum of Auriga and the Industrial Megapole up to level 2. Alright, next turn, and then I think we declare our war and go kill the Alai. Okay, there's a Chapel of Auriga down. We seem to have a pretty substantial amount of population. Yeah, plus 6 from pacified villages instead of 3. So that's nice. Okay, we can make this a more industrialized city if we wanted to build the canal locks here. Let's do that. My capital will be really good at production, and then this city will become really good at production as well. You can't queue up borough streets, by the way. You have to wait until each individual one is done. So you're no longer rebellious, so we can actually start focusing on some industry and start rebuilding these cities. Seems good enough to me. You're still unhappy, but I think that will go away soon enough. We'll build a central market and stuff, yeah? Yeah. Alright, are you ready to move on and declare war? I think so. Let's declare war against the Alai. This is going to upset a lot of people in the world, of course, because guess what? We're warmongers, but come on, I'm always a warmonger. Name me one 4X game that I've played on this channel that I don't become a filthy warmonger. Huh? Can't be done. Let's go ahead and siege the city. Actually, you know what? This is something I think we just attack. Okay, so he does have an army nearby enough for reinforcements, but I don't think he's going to actually reinforce. Interesting that these militia are still showing light form, even though they shouldn't be. They should be dark form, like these guys. You can see, by the way, a quick comparison, 127 attack as opposed to 112 attack. Only 73 defense as opposed to 87 defense. It's just a stat change. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Are you going to reinforce? I'm going to take the city before he has a chance to actually get... I mean, yeah, his fortification's still up, but before he gets 2 or 3 armies over here to reinforce, let's just take the city. That'll put him in a tough spot, and he is not indeed reinforcing, which means we get the city for free. Probably should have moved the hero elsewhere, since the hero can take cavalry damage. Cavalry Slayer. Yeah, that's not smart. We shouldn't do that. We should move the hero out of harm's way. Actually, same with this cavalry, but at least there's no counterattack now. As long as the stone sentinels get to do the attack first. So you back up, and then actually we can just go ahead and attack. My stone sentinels have high enough initiative that this is going to be easy. Really easy. Alright. Free city for us. We're going to be pretty darn powerful. I don't remember if we're on continents map mode, are we? Or do we do Pangea? I think we're doing just a randomized map. So if this is a continent and we take over the entire thing, like, that's obviously quite nice. Okay, we took a city. Hooray! It's in rebellion. How's my empire looking? It's still happy, but could obviously improve. Let us build a central market to start. And we'll worry about the rest a bit later. We're not getting much of any production at all, so I'll just go ahead and focus on building out some dust. From Cold War to war, temperature rises and the Alai adapt. Yeah, they're all about adaptation. They're kind of fun in that way. Minor faction Saratan is ready to be assimilated into my empire. Pearls! I want them! Actually, what we should do is get myself a... We should get ourselves our volcano former and get ready to place it, like, right here. Reasonable output. Not a lot of food. This is actually a weak city for me. Really not a lot of food at all. Huh. Alright. Next turn. So I see you have at least 2 cities left. Why don't you go ahead and execute your orders? We've met the Dorgeshi. Okay. They give you extra luxury resources, so they're pretty nice. Ruins I haven't discovered. Another city that we should probably just go ahead and start invading or sieging. It actually has only 2 defenders, and I see no armies nearby. So let's go ahead and attack it. And we're not going to call in reinforcements so that these guys still have their action points. Actually, I guess we don't need my action points. I'm not moving anywhere right now. Let's just go ahead and auto this. I'm not worried about it. My hero took a little bit more damage than should have been allowed, but that's it. I'm going to use some more titanium since we have plenty of that. Let's place another volcano former right here. Okay, there we go. These 2 cities were pretty close to each other, weren't they? Aha! There's another couple regions down over here. Alright, I have found you. Now, I would go and take them out, but if he has an army up here, we do need to be a little on the cautious side. Hey, look, a fire ship's done. Perfect. Let's go dive and explore these ruins. Hopefully we don't run into the sea monster. Search for a relic at the sunken ruins illuminated over here. Okay, I can do that. Go over here next turn. And another fire ship will be finishing up pretty soon. You have leveled up. We can go for the building production cost reduction, which is really good. City upkeep's just sort of okay. I think I'd rather do this. That just makes all of our buildings just build up 12% faster. Cannot activate my Quicksilver again. And new quests. We already saw this one. Okay, we're good. Whoop. No construction selected over here. Oh, right, my new city. Okay. You had nothing. Mill foundry, seed storage. This is like a brand new city. Well, geez. I could buy out the public granary so that we can actually start building, like, population. I think I'll go ahead and buy out the mill foundry. But we'll leave the rest for now. Let's go for an Empire Mint. This city has nothing. You haven't even got any population from your, Dorgeshi. What is the AI doing with this city? Did it just settle it? Because it's terrible. Alright. I do want these pearls so I can build a lot more chapels of Auriga, but we're not going to worry about it right this second. Or maybe we will while we figure out what the army is doing up here. Okay. Looks like our hero has finished being assigned as a governor, so that's 30 gold from me. And we have uncovered a lead. Send her to an indicated map marker with a minor faction army of at least 4 level 4 units. Legendary deed complete. Oh, we defeated 10 armies. We get Eye of the Farthinker. That's not too bad. It's an extra counterattack, basically. Situationally can be nice, but that's a legendary deed done. Cool, thank you. Go ahead and grab these pearls. You go grab these pearls. And you guys... This army will defend. These guys are going to come over here and lay siege to another city. Because we can. Hello, I found your big armies. Okay, change of plans. Let's back up for a minute until I can get some reinforcements a wee little bit closer. Like right over here, maybe over here. That should put me close enough to actually defend the city. And we'll be able to call in some reinforcements and fight over this. I think this is their capital or something, so that should be fine. Okay, this is a good place to end this video. They apparently are going all the way up here. What kind of army you got? Lots of seekers, so a lot of cavalry and ranged. Maybe we actually leave this army to defend and send these guys to go and attack them. I don't know how quickly they're going to attack me. It's a tough question. We could try buying out a stone sentinel, and I think I will spend my dust to do that. There we go. Yeah, let's go ahead and buy out a stone sentinel so we have a little bit more defense. It's not much, but if it counts for something, you know, that's still good. All right, anyway, yeah, good place to end this video, but thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, then be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.